Hello everyone, my name is Ashley. Welcome to my new budgeting channel. I'm starting off in November. This is the second budget I've actually done ever with this system, the budget by paycheck method. The first one it's still going on, so I'm just budgeting for the next two checks. Just a little bit about me. I'm 24. I'm married. My husband is also 24. We just moved to a new town. It's really far away from our old town, so we're just getting settled. Currently, we live in an Airbnb for the next 2 weeks. We've been here for 3 months. We have 2 more weeks, and we just yesterday got approved for our apartment. So that's super exciting. So you're gonna see like rent in here, but we don't owe that. I'm pretty much just saving it to just have a cushion of rent. And this is just going to be a budgeting video because it is currently is the 28th at 7 a.m. I'm doing this before work because I've been wanting to start a channel like this for a while, so I just am. So this is for the paycheck of 10:30 to 11:12. It's bi-weekly. My husband and I get paid bi-weekly, but on alternating weeks. So I get paid Thursday, and he gets paid Friday, and it's every week we get paid, but I just bulk it together so that I don't have to do this every week, and I can use larger amounts of money to pay larger amounts of debt. So I love this system. I just found it and tweaked it to work for me. I'm really excited to document our debt-free journey, the savings, us moving into our new apartment, everything, vlogs. I'm super excited. I'm not a new YouTuber. I actually had a gaming channel for 6 years. I started in 2014, and I just recently stopped uploading there because gaming is no longer my thing, but finance has always been my thing. I am a Virgo moon. So I feel like the people that make these videos are like Virgos, Capricorns, Tauruses. Like, we just love numbers. It's so cute. Anyway, so we're gonna get started. I have my calendar here with all the purple things are the bills we're gonna be paying with this check. These checks, because this is technically 2 checks. So first we're gonna do the income. So we have a check on 10/30 and a check on 11/5. I just hope it stays focused. I'm actually using my phone. So for the 10/30 check, we're getting approximately $1,700. I track our hours on apps to just get a rough idea of what we're gonna get for our hours. So I track my husband's job in one app and mine in another, just so that I can have a more, it's still like less than it will be, but I just want to get like a closer $100 amount. Because if I was doing it off the top of my head, like from a calculator estimate, it would have been $300 less than this. And that's $300 that I just want to have in the plan already. So the 11/5 check is going to be approximately $700. So the total for that is $2,400. Yeah, and I'm using real numbers, of course, but I'll do the actuals a different day. For our bills, our regular bills, first is a PayPal. It's a credit card that is way over, and usually I pay whatever I can pay the day I get paid, and then everything else that comes out automatically just comes out on the day. So this is something that I can pay up front, so I will. So I'm gonna budget $28, which is the minimum. This is not the card I'm working on right now. The next thing is Kindle. So the Kindle Unlimited subscription, and that is automatically taken out. I'm gonna switch it to, they gave me like a 6 or 12 month thing in my email to let me do it for a longer time, like pay up front, and I'm probably gonna do that once we move. or I might use some of my birthday money to do that. So that's only $10. It's actually $9.99, but I'm just rounding up, and then the actuals I will do. So I just overestimate the bills, underestimate the pay, and then I always come out with extra money at the end that I can put more either towards debt or savings. We'll get there when we get there. Next is my life insurance. I didn't have them come out at the same time, so that one is automatically taken out on the 9th, and it is $50. It's $49.59, I believe. But again, rounding up. Then we have Avery card. All my credit cards have a name just to make it easier for me. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. My husband knows exactly what I'm talking about. So this is one credit card. There's also way too much. It's not overdrawn anymore. Like PayPal is the only one that is, just because it's like the highest balance. So I'm not really working on that one as much as the lowest balance. I'm trying to that snowball. So Avery card I can pay up front, and it's $25 minimum. Another credit card, Credit Black. Once all these credit cards are out of my life, like I'm gonna have so much money freed up. Credit Black. That's not what it's called. This card is a Capital One card, and the Credit Black card is a Credit One card. We have 4 Capital One cards combined, and 3 Credit One cards combined. The next thing is YouTube Premium, which I can't pay up front. It comes out on the 11th, and it is $12. Then I have my final payment of my online classes for Ashford, and I can pay it up front because it's the last one, and that is exactly $59, and then I'm done. So exciting. Then I have Affirm, which I use to finance getting my super computer, basically my super expensive PC. I got it on Valentine's Day this year, and financing so many things. I should have learned the first time I financed this watch, but I actually paid it off. Lucky. I got like this useless laptop that didn't even work, and I had to pay it off. Oh, so many things. I'm gonna stop financing things for good. And then I put rent and savings together. So our rent is going to be $12.50 a month. So because I'm doing this bi-weekly, I'm gonna just make it half. So that would be $6.25, and then I'm just gonna add $75 for savings. So that makes it $700 just being put in savings for right now, and that gives us $150 saved every month, which is good. And then bonus, we actually got a parking ticket yesterday that we're gonna pay when we get paid. It's for $50. Yikes. Okay, I didn't think about this, but I'm using my phone to record, so I had to stop the recording for a second just to do the math. I'm gonna buy a calculator today, so that the next video I can just slide it in and it's no issues. So the total for everything is $1,059. How much of this is debt? Because I have just 2 subscriptions, and they're $22 of my life insurance, $72, and then the rent. So $772 of this is more or less what I want to keep. Everything else can go. So the leftover is $13.41. So moving on to my envelopes, I do a cashless system for these envelopes, and I just keep track. But for my sinking funds, I do actual cash because I'm not touching it. But these, I need them to be available, especially because of COVID. I don't want to use cash. There's a coin shortage. it's just like a mess. So I just rather use my card, and I like to use self-checkout when I can. Some of the self-checkout things don't take cash anymore. Anyway, so I changed up my things from last week. Let me show you my last week's sheet. So I tweaked my last budget a little bit because it wasn't really working. I was overspending in a couple of categories, and I needed more in other categories. Last week was my first try, so we switched it up. At first I had just food, but I'm splitting it into groceries and eating out. So groceries gets $160. We've been really under that lately. In the beginning we struggled, but we are also moving in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna try to keep that low, let it roll over, because we're gonna have to buy a lot of like necessities all at once. Like we're gonna need all the spices, we're gonna need salt, sugar, flour, everything, a million things. So I just wanna have a little bit extra. And then when we really figure out what we're doing, we can have a more realistic budget. For eating out, we're gonna do $50. That is like one Grubhub order, or you can get Wendy's a couple of times, or Taco Bell a couple of times, or we could do takeout Chinese and Wendy's. You know, $50 we can make it work. Transportation, this one's gonna shock you. This has nothing to do with gas. I should probably write gas, but it's a credit card that my husband uses for gas. He's the only one that drives, so I just put on one credit card that isn't for this week. So I just put $80 on there, and he uses whatever he needs to use, and the rest pays the credit card, you know. But for transport, it's literally just for me going to work at this moment. It is $160. Right now in my Airbnb, my taxis, my Ubers / Lyfts, whichever one gives me the cheaper price, is $20 or less. It's usually somewhere from $13 to $20 a ride to get to work. Today, especially, my husband works 24-hour shifts or 12-hour shifts. So today he's working a 24-hour shift, so I have to take myself to work and take myself home from work, so that is $40 there. We are moving, luckily. Our apartment is basically across the street from my dog, so that will be pretty much, if not completely gone, it'll be maybe $20. Then we have our budget. So for me, last week I gave myself a budget of $50, and I'm way over that. But I'm gonna try to keep it together, and I'm only gonna bump it up to $60 this time. Avery is my husband, and last week he got the same as this week, which is $144. You might be asking why so much. It is because he works 24-hour shifts and he eats maybe 3 times, and it's always takeout. The next is the household, which is getting $50, which is probably way too much, but that is gonna roll over into one of my savings categories. So next is miscellaneous, which is getting $40. I was way over with that last time, but the only thing I used it for was something that I shouldn't have even, in hindsight, I should have never done. So it would have been still there. And then we're tithing / donating $25. My goal for this year was to donate $50 a month to somebody that I cared about, something that I cared about. So I'm just, usually whenever anyone asks me to donate, I do. Maybe I'll give $5 when we go pick up the pet food at PetSmart. Maybe if anyone asks for a donation, I will always say yes. And then whatever's left, I just donate to either Wildlife Conservation Society. There's like a few things. I call it tithe, even though I'm not giving it to the church. It's cool. It's donations. And it's, you know, it seems small, but it's something. And I've honestly never given anything before this year, so it's better. And then next year, when we have more of our debt paid off, I can get more. We will get there. I want to get up to the point where I can give 10%, but right now that's not doable. So $689 altogether. So that is $652 left over. So now onto my sinking fund. So we have 652 remaining. So I have kind of a lot of sinking funds. I probably shouldn't have so many, but I did cut them down a lot. So first is Anniversary 2020. Sorry about the shadows. Anniversary 2020, which is going to give $50. Our anniversary is, it's our first wedding anniversary. We got married last year. It's on December 12th, and I have 4 pay periods before we get there. So this one's the second one. So $50. I wanted to get $200. We probably won't spend that much. Like, honestly, we probably spend like $60 of it. But I just want to have it. I just want to have it. And then for my birthday, which is the day after our anniversary, actually, and that's getting $50 because again, I have 4 pay periods to get there. And Valentine's Day, which is gonna get $32. These are all always gonna be the same because it's like equal time. There's some that are variable depending on what I feel like doing, but mostly these don't change. And then Avery's birthday is in May, so he's getting $14. And our next year's anniversary. Why are you planning for this, Ashley? Because I want to go on a vacation, a little like 3-day trip to like a winter lodge in upstate New York. And it's gonna be about $2,400. So I just started saving for it now. So I'm gonna get $88. It probably won't be that much. I always tack on more just in case we use it, we need it, blah 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 blah. So I'm just leaving it as that, and then whatever extra after the day. These are coming up pretty quickly, so they're gonna disappear quickly and then free up $100 pay period. Then I have a Christmas budget, but I don't know if I need one. It is only $10. I'm hoping to save $300. We don't really buy stuff for ourselves for Christmas. There's no like young kids in our families, so Christmas is just like, here's a gift card. You know what I mean? So then we have the buns. We have 2 bunnies. They're getting $40. Their hay is expensive. Their food is expensive. They're expensive. If they have to go to the vet, sheesh. We have a whole credit card just for that. We haven't had to use it yet, which is great. But yikes. Then we have green. I was gonna just leave it at green, but I feel like that is more suspicious. So I'm just gonna write green card. Like I said, just got married. And I just have to save for the fees. So we're saving for the fees. And then car maintenance is $20. Probably need more than that. His check engine light just came on, so yikes. I have like $20 saved, but that's totally fine. So altogether there's $364. It looks like so much more than that. So that leaves us with $288. Now for the debt. So I have I had one card that I was tackling, but it's actually, after this pay period, going to go away. So this is a Mission Lane card. I might actually close it because it's not my oldest or my youngest. It's kind of in the middle, but it's also my lowest balance. So I'm just like, and it has annual fees. So I'm just like, maybe I'll just close it once it's paid off, or I'll let it close itself by not using it. So this one has about $155 left over. So I'm going to give that to that. And then this should be zeroed out, and then that card is done. The next card we're working on is Charlie card, which is a Capital One card. I'm gonna give that $33. It's not too much, but next time I can get more, you know. It's something. And that adds up to $188, leaving me with $100. And then $100 for my important savings, which are important. So I have 3 savings things. I write them all, even though they're not really all getting money every single time. So my sewing machine, I want to get a sewing machine. I want to learn how to sew clothes. I love to open up a clothing store. So that's a dream that I'm saving for. Then our apartment, we are about to move. We have no furniture. So, gotta save for that. And then new clothes, which we really don't need at the moment, but I write it down anyway, just in case we end up spending some for that category. So, I'm gonna give $20 to my sewing machine. Currently it is $60 in there. And the machine I want is about $250. So, we'll get there in a couple of months. For the apartment, I'm gonna give it $80, and I'm gonna give new clothes 0 for now. So that's $100, none left, and there's our budget. But that is gonna be my budget with me video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will stop by again. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.